What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode of The Block is Hot. In this episode, we're going to be going over a CNFT project that has been absolutely exploding recently, and that is old money. Now, old money at first glance is a little complicated, and there are a lot of different intricacies that go into the overall story and picture of this project. So I felt like it was a good idea to just give a general overview to everyone so people understand what this project is about. But without further ado, let's get into it. Now, old money is a super cool project that just hopped on my radar recently, and just this past week alone, guys, these 0.2 bills have literally doubled in price from 150 ADA to 300 ADA. And if you look at OpenCNFT that tracks volume, they are the 13th largest volumed CNFT project for this month. And the growth that they've been having in the past week and in the past 24 hours is absolutely insane. When I first found this project, I was actually a little confused as to what it was, because look, guys, this isn't a gorilla, it isn't a ninja, it isn't a zombie, it literally isn't an animal, which everyone does. So I was confused as to why so many people were paying so much money for these 0.2 bills. And I decided to research a lot more into this. And I'm going to explain to you guys what this project actually is and why I'm bullish on the whole ecosystem that they're creating. To give you guys a little bit of a backstory of what old money is. Essentially, guys, we are in this world where the government and politicians are corrupt. And what they did is they printed off a lot of money. They printed off a lot of paper currency. And all of the sudden, our $1 bill was no longer worth $1 because of inflation. Now, all of a sudden, it's only worth $0.2. And that's where we get this idea of a 0.2 bill. And if you look at all of these different bills, they have different faces, different scribbles. They have blood. They have gunshots. They have burns. Whatever the case is, they are basically destroyed. And the whole concept of this project is that this money is old money. Fiat money is the old way of doing things. It's worthless. It can be printed. And these politicians or these campaigners will promise all of these different things to improve the system, but really they're just improving themselves. So in the story of old money, you have these two main politicians competing with each other, and both of them happen to be the founders of this project. And what they're doing to compete with each other is they're making all of these different campaign materials. So for example, the one that just released are these headshot headbands. There's also mugs, there's pins, etc., etc. And both of them are promising to do amazing things and saying, hey, don't vote for the other guy, I'm going to fix things. But once again, the irony is that neither of them are fixing things and they're both corrupt. And that's where the next part of this ecosystem comes in, and that is the inflation times, which is, you know, basically a knockoff of the New York Times newspaper. And what's cool is they airdrop these to people. You can purchase them, different things like that. But you can actually read the different information that is happening in these different newspapers. So for example, one of the politicians is Trix, and they're saying, hey, Trix is up to no good. And you can actually read this and learn more about the lore and what is happening in this world. If you look on their website, guys, these are the two main founders of this project, and they both have about 2,500 to 2,700 Twitter followers, both of which have more following than the actual NFT project itself, which I think is hilarious, and it's how it's meant to be in this situation. But these two guys are the guys running, and you can look through all of these different really cool styled bills. They're showing this little printer aspect on their website, very clean and well done website. And you can even explore this whole York City, which once again is a whole knockoff of this. And they have all these different aspects of the city that you can click on. So for example, guys, you can read up to date on the inflation times. You can read all these different articles to get more information about the lore. They even have a video showing all of these different bills. Very artistic, by the way. I love the art and the concept of this. And then you can actually look for specific bills if you want more information, in a sense, kind of like a marketplace, but really it's more of like an information house. And then they also do all these different giveaways on their site as well, where different people that are holding these bills can participate and win some of these prizes. Like for example, someone won one of these dead pixels, I believe, old money rewards. On top of all the giveaways giveaways and the art and the concept and the lore and the campaign materials and literally everything they're doing in this ecosystem, they have also had a ton of volume go into this project over the past month. Just this past month alone, they were the 11th largest volume traded CNFT, and they had 261,000 ADA worth of volume, which was pretty much a double up to the overall volume that this project has experienced since its creation. Unfortunately, OpenCNFT isn't really showing us an accurate representation of the growth and price that this project has been having. And the main reason is because it's also including all these different campaign materials that go for significantly less money. So on the floor over here, it's saying the floor is only about 30 to 35 ADA, but in actuality, those 0.2 bills, which is the cornerstone of this project, are going over 350 ADA now at the time of this recording. And the growth has been absolutely astronomical as far as the past month and since they've created this project. I personally think that Old Money has the potential to be a blue chip CNFT project in the future. I really feel like they're at the cusp of that right now. They're getting a really strong community. They're doing a good job marketing. They're doing a great job reaching out to different influencers in the space and doing all these different giveaways. And on top of that, they just have a completely unique concept with a bunch of story and lore wrapped into it, as well as all these different campaign materials and news articles that just build into the overall project's ecosystem. So this is definitely a project to keep your eyes on, and I can see this being one of those unique projects that can really take off in the future if they continue to do what they do. As far as getting in at a good entry price, I have no idea, guys. I personally just have a couple 0.2 bills that I'm keeping for the long term and not really touching it. And on the nice side of things, the main owner of this project actually gave me a bill without me asking and without asking for anything in return, which was super dope as well. So overall, like this project, I like what the team is doing, and I'm excited to see where they go with this. That pretty much sums up this video today though, guys. If you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, follow the Twitter, and join our community Discord. But yeah, hope everyone here has an awesome day.